Jane from Access Your True Nature, and I am so excited to be finally offering you this beautiful look into the feeding cycles of life and how a deeper understanding of going with the flow can really bring a greater sense of belonging and enjoyment into our lives together. And I wanted to offer you this beautiful look into how to expand your joy through the feeding cycles of life. I've spent a lifetime watching nature surrender to a state of ease and balance when it comes to this intricate feeding cycle of using the mind, heart and body and spirit like a beautiful symphony playing in perfect harmony. It often leaves me quite breathless and in total awe. My love of Chinese medicine and looking at the feeding cycle has really given me a deeper awareness of where and how to use those natural progressions of death and rebirth and lighting that fire, watering the wood when it requires it in times when every fiber of my being has wanted to run in the other direction. So I hope that you join me on this beautiful adventure over the next 4 weeks when we'll really be looking deeply into each of the elements and how you can use them to expand your life and bring in more joy. And also to look at those parts of you where you're holding yourself back, maybe where you shouldn't be. These calls are going to be a little bit different in that we're going to take the ancient medicine wheel and the compass directions and then also superimpose the layers of the feeding cycle of Chinese medicine, fire, earth, metal, water and wood, with the heart, body, mind and spirit to give you a really expansive look at how you can implement the natural progressions. It's just like a ring, there's no beginning and no end to it. And it's very hard to stop energy, although as human beings we seem to be doing a really good job of that with all the doing. For me, what it's done is really shape me into becoming my true nature and looking at the role that I'm here to play in this magical adventure we call our lives. And I really want that for you as well. Not only will it expand your joy and your meaning of life, but I'm really hoping that you get a deeper understanding of the trajectories and that we go on and the ups and the downs, and just knowing that it's all part of the different momentums and flows that we are meant to go through in our everyday living to really get us to step up. We're going to cover a lot in these calls, from asking a lot of questions to some easy practices that you can start to implement into your life to create exactly what it is that you are looking for. I want to ask you, what's happened to our hearts in all of this? It's a strange thing to find yourself in this amazing dance that we call life, and sometimes we're whirling around in a state of playing gratitude, and other times we can be feeling upset and confused and even betrayed by the world around you. So most of the time the confusion comes up is really around the fear of pushing through what you know is comfortable that isn't anymore, and that creates you to go against the flow of nature and really disempowers you to stay in that space of constant ease and flow and take the ups with the downs as part of that beautiful cycle of life. As a culture, we've become very mind-focused. It has served us beautifully in some ways and has given us some amazing advances, but it's also created an enormous imbalance in other ways that have caused us to separate from everything that we know nature is offering us to thrive, to know that there are infinite possibilities, and just to know that we're way more connected than we give ourselves credit for. So we often seem to operate as if our bodies are simply there to be carried around by our minds, and creating a sense of balance between our heart, body, mind and spirit can be a little tricky at times when you are, your only practiced access point has been through the mind. Remember, none of this is your fault. It's just the bad training of this reality. And, is it making you believe that you're not good enough that you actually stop going through that process of looking beyond the struggle and actually just seeing it as this beautiful opportunity to grow and push through without force into an awesome life and state of being?